Okie doke. Hello, and welcome to my room. Moody. Today it's really cloudy outside, so my room is like a lot darker, and it's so cozy, and it's so fall. Like, this is fall. It's happening. LA is doing the thing where it becomes fall. I'm so happy. I'm very pleased with this weather. Thank you, LA. Since it is finally officially fall, I'm going to do my fall favorites video. I had to name it nondescript fall favorites because I don't know which month it is right now. My life is a whirlwind. But since moving, I have been discovering a lot of new things that I really enjoy. So here, this is a thing. Let's do it. Ah, what? What are you? I got my handy dandy list. Let's just get into this. First up are my fashion favorites. On the top of the list are these saddle shoes. Look at them. They're so cute and so vintage and adorable. Basically, these are saddle shoes. They were primarily worn in like the 50s, and they were usually part of like the school uniforms. They were also primarily worn just by the women, but what are gender roles? These are adorable shoes. I'm going to wear them. Every time I wear these, I feel exactly like Rory Gilmore from the Gilmore Girls, because in the show when she's going to Chilton, she like wears these and it's so adorable. After seeing these on her, I was like, what are those shoes? I need to do my research. And then I found out, saddle shoes, clap. I'ma just say though, these are not comfortable in the slightest, but they do get comfier the more you like wear them in. Basically, I only wear these ever for meetings when I like have to be in boardroom with a whole bunch of people, because they're like nice and professional looking, but also they're Conan, you know? They're Conan. They look really cute paired with tall socks as well, so my babies. Next up is this blue and white striped t-shirt thingy. Basically, it's a dress shirt, but it's like really gigantic, and it's kind of like a weird thing for my... There's a squirrel in my tree. There's a squirrel in my tree. No, it's a bird. Dang it, I was really excited. I feel like this is kind of like a weird thing for my wardrobe. I don't normally wear things like this. It's definitely like a new styling that I haven't done before, but I've been really liking it. I love how like wispy and baggy it is, and it kind of just flows in the wind, and it's absolutely perfect for layering. I basically just like tie it up in different ways every single time. I can like tie it around my waist, or I can just like tie the ends of it. It's just really versatile, and it's something new for me, and I've really been enjoying it. Next up are jeans. Conan has jeans, finally. That last t-shirt was thrifted, and these were thrifted as well. I got them while I was in Texas because Texas thrift stores are so much better than California thrift stores. I'm pairing these together because they're both kind of like the same exact cut, just like different colors. I didn't have any jeans before, and I don't normally wear pants. It's just not really a Conan thing. I don't really like pants, but it's been getting significantly colder, and I was like, might as well expand my wardrobe now, Conan. You gotta eventually do it, or else your legs are gonna fall off because they're so cold. Again, fall is here. And I think my biggest problem with jeans my whole life is I just really hate skinny jeans. I think they look nice, sure, but they're so uncomfortable. They're not nice. And so these jeans are big and baggy. They're basically just bootcut jeans because they're like actual vintage old jeans. They're not like trendy and skinny. But what I do is I basically cuff them in this certain way. I'll show you how. Basically, I fold over one of the sides and then I roll it up so it kind of like tucks it and fits it at the same time. And then your bootcut jeans turn into these nice kind of new trendy shape of jean that I've been seeing a lot lately. I have a problem with pants as well because my body is a very not normal shape. Obviously there's no such thing as like a normal body, but basically the fashion industry in general does not perfectly attain to my body because I'm 5'9", like almost 5'10". So I'm like a pretty average height for a guy, but my waist is like this big, like this tiny waist, and my legs are super long. I'm basically just legs, and like this is my torso. It's really problematic. So anytime I wear any jeans, I have to cuff them up because they just don't fit. Those are those. Last on the list is this sweater. I'm sure you guys have already seen this because I'm wearing it as we speak. I thrifted this at the Melrose Trading Post. It's just exactly what fall is. Like, this is just a fall sweater. It really makes me feel like a private school student. I don't know what it is, but I just really love the general aesthetic of a kid who goes to private school. And not like a current private school student, but like a private school student in the 50s. I can't explain it. I just love like the cable knit sweaters and the weird shoes and the weird socks and like everything about it. I think it's just because I watched so much Gilmore Girls. I just Can't help it. Next up are my music favorites. Since moving to LA, I've discovered so much new music that like I couldn't even fit in all the ones that I wanted to put in this, or else it would have just been ridiculously long. So maybe I'll like do one of those playlist videos. Comment if you want me to do a playlist video. I don't really know if like people like those, but I think it would be fun to make. I'll just like dance around my room to all the music that I've been listening to. But top of the list is the song Doses and Mimosas by Cherub. I don't know if y'all know this song. It's a bit older. I think it's from like 2013 maybe. I discovered this song in my tennis locker room during my freshman year of high school, so it's a little bit older, but it is so good and so ahead of its time too. Like its sound is so current. It's so good. It is my amp up song, absolutely. Like I listen to it in the morning when I have like a big day and I'm like, I gotta do this. It's absolutely vulgar. I know I don't cuss on this YouTube channel, but like this song has a lot of cussing and I cuss a lot in general, but I choose not to cuss on this channel because I don't really find cuss words as a necessity for communication. This song makes me want to punch someone in the face. I know that this Conan, soft cute boy Conan, doesn't look like someone who would punch someone in the face, but fun fact, when I was in elementary school, I had really bad anger management issues, and I've always in general been a very angry person. It's just something that I've learned to like control and not let ruin my day. But when I was in elementary school, I would lash out so many times that like they would have to put me in this special program that like helped me learn how to manage my stress and manage my anger. And something about moving to LA kind of like resurfaced that feeling of like anger and like wanting to punch someone, and this song kind of just like puts it into a song so that I don't actually have to punch someone. I can just scream the song at the top of my lungs and it suffices. Such a good song. The production is insane. Y'all like my outfit? Next up is the album What Do You Think About the Car by Declan McKenna. Declan McKenna is so underrated, and I've talked about like one of his songs before, but I recently like finally listened to his new album like all the way through, and it's so good, and I don't know why I didn't listen to it earlier. My favorite songs are Why Do You Feel So Down and Humongous and Mind. I don't know, all of them are good. They're so good. Just like give the whole thing a listen. It's perfect for like walking around campus and like stamping my feet and dancing like a weirdo and not really caring what people are thinking. And the lyricism and the sound is just absolutely genius, and it's so good, and I love my boy Declan. He's real good kiddo. Last is the album Stranger in the Alps by Phoebe Bridgers. The whole album is breathtaking and so sad. My favorite songs off of it are Funeral and Smoke Signals. I discovered this album when I first moved, and it just perfectly evokes that mood of solitude that I met once I moved to LA. It feels like being alone, and it just feels like she's like speaking directly into my ear. It's so good. It's so good. If you like Daughter, you'll probably really like Phoebe Bridgers. They're not like exactly the same, but Daughter and Phoebe Bridgers both put me in the same mood of solitude, if you know what I mean. I've been listening to it like crazy. It's so good, and if you need some emo time, listen to this album. It's the perfect remedy. Next up are my entertainment favorites. First on the list is Stranger Things. I don't really need to say much. It's absolutely breathtaking. The actors are great, the filmmaking's great, the set design and the aesthetic of everything is just literally perfect. The storyline is amazing. If you haven't watched it yet, for some reason, just watch it. That's all I have to say. Next is the movie My Own Private Idaho with Rivers Phoenix and Keanu Reeves, and it was filmed in 1991, I think. I'm gonna just say this off the top. Massive disclaimer. This movie is not PG in the slightest. Like, it's not at all. So if you don't want to see like naked people and sex and drugs and all of that, then do not watch this movie. I'm just gonna say it off the top. The movie is about these two guys who are prostitutes, and one has narcolepsy and another one comes from like old money, and it basically just kind of like follows their lives and follows this like weird, bizarre, like super hard to follow storyline. But it's absolutely beautiful. If you're into like really artsy, super weird, vulgar, strange movies, then you will perfectly love this movie, because I love movies like that. And it is a cult classic movie for a reason. It's absolutely stunning. Last on the list is my new guitar. It's so cute. I love it so much. This is a Fender Stratocaster Squire, and I've been wanting an electric guitar for so long, and I finally got one, and it's my favorite thing in the whole world. It's so cute. I love the color, I love the sound. It's absolutely everything I wanted. And that's all I have to say. I just love her so much. She's so cute. I love her. It's so cute. So that is everything. I hope you don't mind that there was someone mowing their lawn probably this entire video. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means a whole wide world to me. In the comments below, I'd love to hear what your favorites for the past month have been. I discover a ton of my favorites through your comments because I absolutely love to read comments. I just like scroll through them at night and like try to get as much information as I possibly can. And with that, I'll see you guys in a few days with a brand new video. God bless and goodbye.